All right, what's up, guys? It's been almost 2 weeks since my last video. I know I said I was going to have a video shortly after my last one around Thanksgiving time, but so much stuff happened and I've been super busy. But I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I know I did. I ate a lot of turkey, ate a lot of good food, and I hope everybody had a great Black Friday. I'm very curious if you guys scooped up some Black Friday deals for prop firms. I'm going to get right into this about what I got and all the deals that I got, because I did scoop up a lot of accounts and maybe too many. But I had some money left over from the payout, and I said, you know what? We're putting this right back into accounts, and we're going to try to pass it. So now, guys, it is officially Christmas season. I'm super hyped, guys. This month of December, I am focusing on mostly on all the combines that I got and doing things the right way. So I'm going to get right into that. January is going to be absolutely insane, guys. I don't know what's in store. I'm not having any expectations for what's going to happen, even in this month of December. But all right, I'm going to show you all the accounts that I bought and what deals we took advantage of. But before that, I want to talk about one thing that did happen the day before Thanksgiving. I screwed up big time, guys. And this is a funded account. This was a funded account, I should say. So, as you guys can see, I was on a pretty good roll. We were having a great month of November, but my emotions got the best of me. And so I'll tell you exactly how this happened, because I can pinpoint exactly where I went wrong. And this is a good learning lesson. And it could have been much worse, because we still have, oh, I gave a sneak peek of some of the accounts I bought. I got a lot more than that, but we still do have these two funded accounts, the ones that say SF, I think it's sim funded. These two are funded and they're pretty much at break even. But this was the account that I had, and it's blown. Unfortunately, you guys could see the drawdown was 50,100. We got below it by $28. But I still do have my Top Step account, and then I showed a little bit more of what I got, but I got even more than this, guys. But I still do have these two funded accounts, and this one is pretty much break even. I did have a little bit of a loss on there. I'll go into that later. But then we have this account. This account's climbing nice and slow. This is the one I got the payout on, and then this is the one that I blew. I got a payout on that one. So you know what? It's unfortunate, but I was able to pull some money out of it. So you know what? It could have been worse. But all right, I'm gonna get into that calendar. So it sucks a little bit, guys, because on this account I took a payout and then I got the balance back up to $2,400. And it's crazy because on this day I was up $2,400, and I said to myself, wow, I only need 2 more days of $100 and I could take a payout. So I was like, wow, by next week, meaning this week that we're having this week, or actually last week, I'm sorry, I was like, wow, I could get a solid payout. And I started thinking, and that's kind of where I went wrong a little bit too. I started thinking of, all right, you know what? Instead of pulling out $1,200 or $1,500, if I size up a little bit, or if I take, if I make this green, I could pull out, a 2,000 payout, whatever. Well, I started thinking that way, but then that night before Wednesday, this day, I told myself, I'm like, you know what? I'm at a $2,400 balance. Let's not screw things up. And I said to myself, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm not even going to trade my Top Step account. I'm literally just going to keep it simple, clear. I'm going to take one trade, and it will be with $400 of risk. And if I lose that trade, all right, I still have 2K in the account, and then I could just get my extra 2 days, 3 days, whatever it was, of $100, $150 to get my payout. Well, that morning, it was the day before Thanksgiving, and as you guys know from my previous videos, I have a problem where when there's a big event coming up or something important coming up, I usually end up blowing accounts for some reason. It's so weird. I don't know if it's like I want to end a week on a really good note, so I'm like, all right, you know what? Let's just, I don't know. I don't really know. I got to deep dive into that. But that morning, this morning, Wednesday, I I told myself, all right, you know what? I'm gonna size up a little bit. And back to what I was saying like a little bit ago, I'm gonna size up a little bit. I want to end this day on a good note. So that first loss that I took was more than the $400. It was 600. And right then and there, and what I talk about in my other videos, guys, is when you change up your plan or when something goes how you weren't expecting it to, that's when stuff, hits the fan. Right when that happened, and I told myself, damn it, I shouldn't have done that. I should have stayed to my initial plan. I started to tell myself, all right, well, I shouldn't have taken that. Let me just get back into the green, or let me just get back to a 2000 balance. And that's what, guys, we know when we have that way of thinking, it's a recipe for disaster. It's so bad. Nothing good comes out of it. And from there, 600 turned into 800. 800 turned into $1,100. And then I think at that point I had like $1,300 balance. And I'm like, oh my God. This morning I had a $2,400 balance that I could almost take a payout. And now I'm sitting at like $1,300. I'm like, all right, it's all or nothing. And at that point I said, all right, well, in the moment I told myself, well, you know what? If I just size up and I go crazy with however the max, I pretty much full ported. I was like, I could get back to this balance or more and then take a payout. And I'll be green on the day. I'll have that extra. And then guys, it was no good. I ended up blowing it. But I realized where it all comes from. All of the issues, everything for myself. When you set a plan or a rule or something you're going to follow for the day, no matter what, do not allow yourself to change it, even if it's by the smallest little thing. Because the second you make a change, it invites more error in for you to make little small changes. Or if you say, okay, well, you know what? I'm down an extra 50. Let me just move my stop loss or something like that. I realized going forward, we have to be as strict as possible. And when we say we're going to do a certain thing on the day, just do it. Don't allow it to slightly change because of, this or this. If you don't want to trade for the day, do not trade. Lock it out. If you want to have a certain stop loss for the day, keep that. Or if you want, so I know when I'm saying it right now, it sounds so easy, but in that moment, I changed my thought, and I wasn't like my thoughts that morning from what I was planning on doing the previous day, and I wasn't prepared for it. So I messed up there, guys. I admit it. But as I said, I'm going to get off this topic a little bit. It could have been a lot worse. And I'm thankful that I still do have 4 funded accounts. I was thinking to myself, this is a wake-up call. This really is a wake-up call, and it kind of prepares us in a way where, all right, you know what? I'm so happy I wasn't copy trading all these accounts, because if I was copy trading all these accounts, I probably would have blown all my funds and been in a really bad headspace right now. It's okay. We learn from it, we grow from it, and now we're prepared for next time to see what allows us to be put into these bad, cycles and stuff like that. So that's what I really want to talk about on just the funded that I did blow. But luckily, we still do have these two, and we got these two guys. So off that note, back to Black Friday and the accounts that I bought and what I got. So you guys got a sneak peek. I got 2 combines with Top Step. These are the 50K no activation fees. So I am going to show you guys exactly what we got, and then we're going to go over, I'm going to go into my little sheet. I made a sheet of like the plans and just kind of like to summarize everything to keep everything organized. And just off, guys, you saw it. We got 2 Top Step no activation fee combines. I'm excited with that because I love Top Step, guys. At the end of the day, like, I know Top Step and Project X, sometimes they could have their issues and their bugs, whatever. They always try to make it right at the end of the day, and I know a lot of people do complain about them. I love Top Step, and I will always use Top Step as long as I'm allowed to. So hopefully, we could maybe pass 1 or 2 of these and see. Next up is Lucid Trading. Now, I don't really know this firm too much, so you guys got to do your own research, but I kind of looked at the rules and stuff a little bit, and what I liked was I got 2 Lucid Flex accounts, and what I thought was cool about these, but, it's not like the biggest deal, was they only have a one-time payment for the combines, so it's not like you have to rebill every month. So like if you are taking combine slow, that's pretty cool. I got two 50Ks on that. Then I got 4 funding ticks accounts. Um, I don't really know too much about funding ticks either, so if you guys are interested in them, do your own research. I don't know really too much, but they had a pretty good deal, so I got 4 of these accounts. And then last but not least, I picked up 3 My Funded Futures Pro accounts, and I originally those accounts I think were like $200-$300. They were off like 50% for Black Friday, so I said, you know what? The reason I was interested in these, they don't have a payout limit, or it's like 100,000. So if we take these, a little bit, if we could pass at least one of them, and we take it a little bit slower, the payouts could be massive later on. But I know, guys, I'm still a little bit of like a newbie prop firm trader, I'd like to say. So that's a little bit farther out. That's not like, But yeah, guys. So this is what we got. We got the top step. We got My Funded Futures, Funding Ticks, Lucid Trading. And pretty much right now, I just wrote this down just to keep myself remembering, because some of them do have the 7-day inactivity rule. My Funded Futures, it only has it on the XFAs. Funding Ticks, it's like on the evals too. I didn't realize that until I bought it. So I was like freaking out. I was like, what the hell? Because I wasn't even going to trade those right away. But I'm glad I saw that. So right now, I have 15 accounts total, 4 funded, 11 combines. And I'm not expecting at the end of this to even pass all 11 combines. Truth be told, I would be happy if I could even pass like 3 of them. And then we're on 7 fundeds. And then if we could, maybe start copy trading 2 accounts, or still do, how I think it was my last video, I was talking to you guys about how what I'm doing is on one account, I'm trading like small, medium risk. And then on another account, which was the combines at the time, I'm trading a little bit heavier. I might switch that way of trading to my XFAs if I could have 7. I was thinking about it too, and I realized I might have got these accounts at a really, I don't know if it's the greatest time, because so I got a rebill for all these on like the 27th. But we have Christmas time. I know we have a lot of holidays coming up, like this whole, I don't know how much trading and how great the volume will be. So that's really a thought of mine too. So I'm not going into this month with any expectations, and I wish that the rebuild could be like a later date, but we'll see. Once this month is done, whatever happens in December, even if I blew all the combines and we just had a really bad month, that's okay. And I thought to myself, I said, you know what? The month of December, I got some of the Black Friday deals. If I can make it a good month, cool. If not, let's say we have a horrible month. Every account gets blown and we just still have the XFAs that I'm trading like just the top step, really light risk. I'll just go back to trading 1 funded and 1 combine, and we'll go back there. And that's the thing too, guys. Like, I'm really realizing that you don't need to copy trade like a ton of accounts to make a lot of money. You could start slow, and I mean, on my other accounts, that was just on my other account. If you really just build up an account nice and slow, let's see, where is it? On this one account, that's a $2,500 a month almost. I know I took a payout, so it's showing less balance, but like that's still pretty good. And then you could slowly build upon that. So like, don't feel rushed to just start copy trading as much accounts, because that was one thing that I did mess up on like a few months ago, was I started copy trading accounts, and before I knew it, I kind of started blowing through them really quick because I was trying to rush things, and like, I don't know. I'm just a little eager. Since I got the payout, I have a little bit of a buffer to buy more accounts, so I want to kind of take things a little bit quicker. And it's not to say that once I get if I have more fundeds, that I'm going to just copy trade them all. I'm just copy trading the evals because I'm kind of on a little bit of a time crunch, which, thinking about it now, it's probably not the best way to be trading, but we'll see what we could do with it. But yeah, going from there, guys. All right, so I have a plan for January. I was just doing the numbers and just doing the math and stuff like that. And it's crazy how easy it really will be if we want to have like a 4K month. 1,000 a week is a 4,000 a month. And we could do that. That's feasible on one account, guys. We could truly do that on one account, guys. That's 1,000 a week. And I mean, I feel like, I don't know what everybody's risk is like, but I feel like, so 1,000 a week is 5 $200 days. But all of our win weights are on 100% win rate, and we're not going to win every day. So I was thinking about it. I was like, wow, not to put pressure or to put expectations, but if we had just like a few $300 days and then one day was a loss, we could average probably between $800 to $1,200 a week. And that's on one account. And that would allow us to really risk not too much to keep the accounts alive. And then I was thinking, wow, like, guys, all of us, you and I, all of us, in a matter of like just a few months, we could literally be pulling 10K a month from prop firms, and it doesn't take much. Think about it, guys, right? Let's say a very small week. And I mean, let's go back to this just so we could get a little bit of a comparison. Okay, a bad week was like $150, right? A good week was $1,200. This was an okay week. I think this was an okay week, break-even week. If we just keep our losses small and then we allow to take advantage of those good days where we allow a winner to run, or just, we keep our risk reward good. Let's say this month, right? Let's even say we're just keeping like really, really small risk. All right, $1,500 a month, right? And I know we can't pay out all that money, but let's just say the balance that we're building up and count that. $1,500 a month. And I would say this risk, I wasn't risking much at all. This was like a very, very safe. So I think that if we wanted to up the risk a little bit to say $300 to $400 a day, and I feel like if we have a decent win rate, we could allow that account. So even if we have a red week, we keep the account alive with one win. We could boost it up to, I would say, $2,500 a month. I don't think that's that hard, guys. That's like averaging less than $700 a week. If we just stack now 2 accounts. Two accounts. That's $3,000 to $6,000 a month. And now, guys, $6,000 a month just from trading prop firms with only 2 accounts. I'm not going to get in these numbers too much, because what I've realized is expectations do kind of kill, and it when you start to expect and think you're going to do this and you're going to do better, it ends up only putting pressure, and then it's very disappointing when you can't do that. It's so exciting to just think the possibilities, guys. Like, we are so close, all of us. We're all like 2 months away from having insane months. So yeah, guys. I mean, then when we think like, imagine 6 months down the line, it's June of 2026. We're all copy trading. We have 5 accounts, and we're just going for those base hits. That's all you really need, is just to take base hits, 5 accounts, doing the smallest risk, and we are just taking like $200 wins a day. That's $1,000 a day. Let's say we win 4 days, lose 1 day. It's like a $3,500 week, guys. And that's just taking base hits. That's not even when we size up a little bit and risk. So it's crazy what could happen, guys. I'm finally telling myself I need to take the risk. I need to, put a little bit more money in. Not anything crazy, but put a little bit more money. I'm willing to risk it. I want these next few months to be big. I want something drastic to happen. So, like I said, we're not having any expectations going into this, but we're willing to take on more risk, because I really want all of you and I coming into 2026 with great momentum, guys. And even if you're on a losing streak, if you're having trouble, it's okay. Stay to it. Keep doing it. Your time will come. See what you could do better. See what tweaks you could make. Check out, back test, see whatever could be better, and do it. Just do it. Don't wait. Just start making it happen, but also stay patient, guys, because everybody's gonna have bad weeks. Everybody's gonna have bad months. But just remember, we could all do this, guys. I'm not special. I've been able to pull a few payouts, and I think we're just getting started here, guys. Like, I think this is the beginning of something massive, and we just have to not allow ourselves to get in between our trading, and we can't allow ourselves to screw up just because we get a little bit of emotional and don't want to end the day red. Ending the day red is amazing. It's okay to end the day red as long as you don't blow up and you take that loss like a champ. So let's not rush the process, guys. Let's build up our accounts at a rate that we can control, that we can manage, that is comfortable to us. but that also is not too slow, you know? We don't want to be doing too much of a size where we get freaked out, but we also want to be putting enough so that we could actually make things happen. But with that being said, guys, 2026 is going to be all of our years. I know I've said this in the past, like it's crazy. When I started the channel a year ago, I said 2025 is going to be our year, guys. But I think 2025 was a year of learning, growing, and, really understanding from our mistakes. 2026 is the year that we put everything now into action. And we gotta lead that action. And you know what? The first step is believing it's possible. Let's freaking do this, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Thanks for following along. Big things are gonna happen in December, so stay tuned. Peace.